Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolutely amazing deck that seems to be crushing Diamond, because we went 1/4 journey to Mythic already with this one at 75% win rate. So that's insane, man. One of the cool twists with the deck is we have Celestus and the Irencrag, so this way we can ramp into those cool planeswalkers and get them way faster than your opponent is expecting them. And also we can ramp into 4 Sunfalls and double the populace because we run a lot of sweepers to protect our planeswalkers. So guys, if you enjoy this kind of deck, if you like Planeswalker Esper decks, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It really shows me your support and that you want more of it. So with that being said, let's go into action. Have fun, guys. And we definitely want the black mana for this turn. I mean, we are drawing clans. I cannot complain and I love it. I do not love Duress main deck, but he has a lot of targets. He cannot answer really any of the planeswalkers, so each one of them is super devastating. I don't want to show him that I have all the mana to cast Sorin on the next turn. He knows about the cut down, so the Raffine cannot be played. Because it seems... Alright. I still will play the cut down. It's worth it. You negate a lot of tempo. And then we can go with Sorin and go for card advantage, and I don't think he can beat it. I think that's our win. He has no board pressure, so it means we'll hit Sweeper and we'll keep drawing 2 cards a turn. At some point. That's my idea. I think it should work. So I think this is the point where we are winning the game. Shorted? Sure. Strong card, don't get me wrong. But I think we can beat it. Probably. So wedding announcement, we can play it right now. I would prefer to draw some cards, so let's see if that's a land. Emperor. Sure. Let's take it. Let's take the Emperor. So, Raffine Tower, wedding announcement, and the cut down. This way we have everything kinda a little bit solved. He will interrupt our plan for sure, but he needs to do something to change the board state, because right now we cut this down, we block this, and we have good setup for the future turns with Sorin and wedding announcements. And we are just waiting for our Sunfalls. They don't have a lot of direct damage. Yeah, I think we need to be efficient. Even though he probably has Raffine and he will play it later, at this point we should have Sunfalls. I hope. We'll see. Might not happen. Here's more Emperors, sure. Let's play the land. We are short on black mana, but we can make it work. So, do we try to go for ultimate? I mean, that forces the attack, right? And if we hit the sun... Oh, that's a very good draw. That's a very good draw. And coincidentally, it's not a draw, you put the cards into your hand, which means that Shrouded doesn't punish it, so... Sorry, you know, life cost is kinda free. Alright, let's see. He's keeping the plaza, he really wants to protect the Shaw. I don't want to upkeep kill her. I don't think we need to. And don't forget, the point is that I have Sorin ultimate, so normally he would just ignore it and just wait, not attack with Shaw. But right now he has to do something. I think it might be Otawara. Otawara is probably the best case for him, and there's not much we can do about this one. So let's hope he won't draw it. He already started with Duress. I mean, the big Emperor would be pretty huge here. Just exiling Shaw forever. So they cannot even play another one, because then it legendary rules itself and then you exile the one that remained. So our opponent has a picker right now. And we can play fully at flash speed, so I don't think they will like it. And that gives us 13 life, which is enough to win the game probably. Let's check. Because he obviously wants to use Plaza for it, right? Or Airtide Resurrected. Sure. So we will be at 2. That's super low. I wonder if we play Temporal, if he would counter it first. Alright, alright. But it means we get the ultimate, and it means that we have all the life we want. Nothing is tapped though, so Be wary. And let's play the Emperor. Don't forget we have a wedding announcement, so that's a lot of pressure very, very quickly. We draw a card. Another Painland, sure. And honestly, I don't even need to kill his life total. I can just kill Shaw. Because he's fully tapped. And that's way more important. So I think that should be the game, right? Like, look at our board, man. Just look at our board. It's amazing. And he cannot go through, so let's start doing cards with Ashiok. Best is probably Rafin, but we can absolutely absorb it. Let's do the right thing, alright? And as you can see, Sorin, ultimate, absolutely destroying his game plan. He wanted to burn us, but you cannot against Sorin ultimate. This might be our second white, so let's go with this one and see the Talia. And 100% it has to be Talia. Eating the damage, good choice, well played. And she's here, right? Ooh. Man, it's my birthday. That's huge. So let's go with Tekenuma. We will definitely need all the lands we have. So we are not using the mill version. Yeah, look at our hand. Everything is just black planeswalkers. Virtue of Loyalty. Alright. He will attack first, unfortunately, probably. And the Vanguard. What is the best deal here? We want to mitigate the maximum damage. So if we... Okay. We are... Next turn is just one of the removals, nothing more. So if we remove this guy right now, we mitigate 3 damage. If we kill this one, we mitigate what? We get 4 damage instead of 3. So I should just kill the thing. And we need to use March on this one. And let's go for Recruiter. We don't care about the toughness, we don't super care about Vigilance. I just want him to not have card advantage. Alright, it's night. I actually missed it, so a bit lucky here. Won't complain, you know. Alright, let's see what the play is. So I need to slow him down so I can play the Sunfall. That's the only thing that matters. Alright. That's definitely the card we want to kill. This is their scaling. If you can remove Adeline, the whole deck just is so much weaker. And we're at 15, we will be even higher with Sorin. Sorin is really good at just mitigating a lot of damage. We have to take a pain, so let's do it now. Also, this is a perfect turn for them, for Brutal Qatar. We could also try to plus. That kinda does the same thing, but with this we have the Lightning, so maybe it's a little bit better. It also makes super awkward plays, and theoretically he might not have Brutal Qatar. Alright. That's cool. 9. We need to be careful of the Foundry. That's a huge deal. Thank you. Alright, this was what I needed. I wasn't super sure about the playing the Sunfall, but thanks to this Initiate, I'm sure that's a good idea. It also means that our token is bigger than the Foundry, so absolutely perfect for us. Let's see what the 2 cards are. Adeline, but no haste, which means that's pretty good for us. Do we go for the Wanderer? Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty good deal. He cannot really kill her, and we'll start getting... Like, first turn you pay 6 mana for this effect. Next turn you pay 0 mana and you get the same effect, so suddenly it starts to add up very quickly. And he has nothing to attack with. Extraction Specialist. With no targets. That's cool. Alright, so I think we go for the March, right? We could also go for the Double Striker, which will be amazing here. So that's a little bit better, I think. And it adds up over the time. He might be tempted to play this, which will cost him the full turn. Alright, when he goes to combat phase, do we get rid of Adeline? That's the huge question. I'm honestly not sure. I will risk it and just not do anything here. And he didn't go for it. Great. Do I want more pressure on the board? What do I do? I think we go for the life linker here. Alright, so this is huge, but it doesn't matter. Oh, alright, that's the play, that's the play. We go full value. It means he has a very cool treasure that he can use to do nothing. And we have our double strikers. And he cannot beat this value. The founders are a bit annoying. He can turn them into creatures and start pumping with loyalty, but it's pretty slow. And I mean, we are drawing 2 cards a turn and we are having a free double striker every turn, so I don't think over time he can beat it. And when he invests too much into the board, we depopulate and make all the tokens again. Yep, that was the correct choice. So we are gatekeeping Diamond a little bit more. Man, we actually did 1/4 of Mythic Journey with this deck. Goes first. This will be a rough game, but I'm sure we'll draw Sunfall, right? Let's start with Raffine Tower. Man, triumphs are so insane in those 3-color decks. I know, genius, but it just fixes everything. Whenever you play it on turn 1, suddenly everything works for the rest of the game. Alright. So it is an Esper. Is it control? It seems like it. Getting mana screwed. You love to see it. I will go with Wedding Announcement. Alright, I honestly didn't go for Celestus because I expected counterspell. Alright, some tap lands. You love to see it. And we know that he wasn't able to counter stuff. Can we make something sneaky or just Emperor? I really think we go for Teferi. He didn't have way to get rid of it before. And do we go for the ultimate? That's the biggest question. You know what? It is tempting. I don't need mana. Let's go for the blue one. It doesn't matter super much, but it makes me feel more comfortable, right? We'll do it again. We will do it again on the next turn. So it's looking okay, but against control decks, you know, yep, things like this can happen. So that was a little bit brutal, but it's fine. I could go with the Emperor right now. Do I want to draw the card? Yeah, I definitely do. If I play Celestus. So I can go Vraska, but I don't really get much of it. I think we just go like this, man. This should be good enough.
I've learned much during my travels.
So a lot of pressure, forcing hopefully some sweeper soon. The taps are of course wrong, but it's fine. And drawing cards should be okay. Like, we don't need more pressure, I think. If he sweeps, like he sweeps, and if he doesn't, we already have huge amount of damage. Alright, let's put some counters. With Negate we can play it differently. And we will. Look at all the damage, man. It's what, 6? 10 damage already. And the taplands are really slowing him down. Here's the smite. It is what it is. Alright, he's trading cards. He wants to defend against all of it. Which means that now we could go for Vraska. Yeah, let's go for it. I think it's a good deal. It's very hard to answer, especially that Edict won't hit it, so he needs a Void Rend. And as you can see, this is too much. Like, he could answer this part, but with Vraska on top of it, he either dies to creatures and Emperor or Vraska. Alright, that was pretty smooth. Alright, we're going first. We have a little bit issues with cut down mana, but we'll make it work. I want to start like this. And having depopulate feels quite sweet. It will, I think it will hit when Kumano transforms. So, do we want to slow the things down? That's actually a super important decision. I think we have to risk it like this. We don't have white cards, so we have to go for the populate if we want to sweep. So most likely we'll just take a ton of damage. However, fortunately, cut down is, you know, not against aggro deck. At least not this one. Thanks, Kumano. 3 damage acquired. Really bad already. So this transforms, he plays something. Alright, so this is our first black mana. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to live game to move this one, but I might be forced to. Chick. So they're not playing around the populate. Alright, I think I'm keeping the cut down for the monstrous rage or whatever it's called. Oh, this hurts super hard. However, this feels super sweet. Oh yes, oh yes. Top deck with 2 cards. And then comes the Emperor and tries to stabilize. So it's not over as always. The game will be decided by pure skill of drawing 1 card from the top. And that's his best follow-up for 3 mana. Good draw for us. And how do we play it? So double Corvus. Alright, I think this is the play. This stabilizes us quite a little bit. We could also go for Sorin, which arguably could be better. I'm not sure, honestly. I wanted to get rid of Squee, man. That's so huge. Let's see the last card. It might be a pump spell. I don't want to show that I have something. So, if I play the cut down, they might Monstrous Rage, and I will not like it at all. I'm risking. I think it's possible they have it. So we kill the Swift Spear. Right now they can, you know, protect the creature this way, but they don't get any damage and they really want the damage. And now we can go with Sorin. At Pain, which means Lightning Strike into play with Fire Winds. But that's what you get in this matchup, right? Winner is always guy who, you know, avoids the correct card or hits the right card. Yep, perfect. And we'll die exactly before we attack with Lifelinker, probably. Bottom, so he didn't find the Lightning Strike and now he will find it, right? Oh, and I won because I was the better player because he drew a mountain. Oh man, my favorite matchup. Always meaningful wins. Alright, so I kinda like this hand. We have March, and then we ramp with Celestus into Sunfall. Our opponent is playing Paragon deck, so white mana, I would guess. Right? It should be white mana. Yep. Easy. So we go with Raffine Tower, we fix our mana, and then we go from there. Stroke will hit the Paragon very nicely. Not sure exactly what the deck does, but I know it uses the lands from the graveyard. Stroke probably not the most important card for this turn. One of the kinda cool... Alright, I'm scared. Oh boy, there's some heavy graveyard synergy. Alright, alright. I mean, he's going wild, man. My turn. So on the next turn he can do the thing. Do I want him to do the thing? I could use this and Sunfall and just exile it. It's not casting the spell, so it's awkward. And it comes one. I guess, yeah, that doesn't make a difference. Even if you have the Emperor mana, like, they attack first, so you get milled for half the library, and then you can respond, so it's kinda all over at this point. Raffine Informant, sure. Interesting play. Maybe they have soul partitions for this one, so they can fish for Emperors or something. Alright, alright, alright. Farewell is already in the graveyard. So we need to be careful of the thing. And let's kill it. That's less pressure for us. And it's not like we have great target for this one. Maybe we can go for Celestus, right? I think we can on the next turn. Good land. Or we could go for the Emperor. Yeah, it has to be the Emperor, I think. Man, this puts a lot of pressure on me. Faithful Mending. Alright, even playing it on double pain mana is still kinda okay because you gain life. So consider me scared. Definitely not our favorite matchup. Let's draw some counter spells possibly. If not, that's good for us. That's good for us. Especially with Mirex. Those samurai tokens are really good. So he can use the thing. But not now, because he needs to use it as a sorcery. Let's start with samurais and try to pressure a little bit.
We must protect the people.
I don't need colored mana, so let's keep the Takenuma. Let's start attacking. One moment. When this is put into exile from the battlefield, so if I remove it with March, he can actually draw a Planeswalker. That's kinda hilarious in a way. Alright, do we go with Celestus right now? That's a very good card. We have 3 mana, we can go for exactly 4, I guess. Let's try. Let's try. We put a lot of pressure from different sides, so I hope we can survive this one turn. Of course, we march on the Sunfall, that will be 4. Oh, never mind, it has 7 converted mana. Oh, you must be typing the comments already. Alright, so I guess I have less time than I expected. That's not amazing. The fact that it goes around counter spells is pretty brutal. Alright, 2 cards gone. So he can cycle a lot of mending. This will, you know, make it a long time before we can kill him. Like, he can live gain 6 from this. At least he has the Pain Lamp, I guess. Alright. Alright. Sure. Super expensive, you would die to mono red, but it works against our deck just fine. And here's the Jace. Alright. At least nothing is in the exile zone. So we keep the stroke for Jace, that's for sure. I mean, if we have all this mana, we can actually go for the Mindbreaker on March. And just use Sunfall as the exile. But he's still not going for it. So at the end step I will probably play Takenuma. You could forget it's a Planeswalker deck, but believe me, we have Planeswalkers in this deck. That should be pretty good. But we need to draw them. Raffine Informant, sure. He's not going for his big plays, he's very cautious. Which helps him. That's good gameplay right there. So I think we get our Planeswalkers finally, so we can start playing something interesting. Alright, I guess I'll take this one. Elspeth. Are you better? I kinda want Emperor, man. And here's Mirex. A little bit late, but it's fine. Yeah, I think we will check what he does. We can always use the March. And this is not super scary because he used it to get more value, so he discarded land. Jace is his power play, so obviously he wants to use Mindbreaker, attack us, mill half the library, then go for the Jace into Jace. That's his strategy. We can interrupt every piece actually. Oh boy, that's a lot of pain. And he wants to go into combat phase. No blue mana, so we can exile it. We still need to go for something that is white. But I mean, that's a good deal overall. We removed his huge plan, right? Right now, Jace doesn't hit as hard as he wants him to. And here is our first Planeswalker. With the stroke, we can get rid of the Jace, right?
For the sake of the future,
They generally don't have Planeswalker removal, maybe. They want the creature. I don't think it matters. I think we need some cards because we are falling a little bit behind. And maybe we can go for ultimate. Maybe it matters. I don't know. Alright, but Teferi is our first big thing. No blue mana. Super pain, man. I'm also paining, but not as hard as he does. And that's the first Jace. We're at 41 cards. So his milling plan is not really working so far. And he's using the damage on Teferi, which is great.
Back off. I'm trying to be discreet.
Yeah, it's starting.
Now
Alright, so
that
how
is
do we
an
play this one out? I think it's Celestus into Aether Emperor. I guess Emperor. And we just get better next turn. So it's not looking super hot, but I think that we're in an okay spot. Not where we wanna be, but acceptable. Like, he cannot mill us in like 2 Jaces right now, so that's huge. Alright, that's the first Jace, so I would guess he has at least the up to 3rd Jace already, which is super quick. I would prefer him not to have it. But you know, it is what it is. We go Emperor and try to go quick. Still no blue mana, that's important.
May your blade strike true.
Alright. You know what? I think that's okay. We don't have right mana? No, we have. Okay, okay. So we clear the board, and now we can go super aggressive.
Nobody knows
Because we need to kill him very quickly. And that's a lot of stuff. Not every deck can answer triple token with triple planeswalker. And we still have the march if something huge happens. Here's the second one. I hope he didn't get all 4 of those, because that would be extremely over the, you know, average. It seems that he has all 4 of the, you know, 4 of Jaces. And then we'll probably lose, unfortunately. But you know, if you have this kind of draw, no way. Oh man, he actually drew all of the Jaces in top half of the library. Oh, I'm salty about this one. I'm super salty. Let's give him the animation still. That was well played by him, but yeah, way above the average though. On the play with Wedding Announcement, Sunfall and the Remover. It should go well, but we'll see. What type of aggro are you? You are an Orzhov control aggro. Good, good. That's what is expected. So our hand is okay. Wedding Announcement is really good against Orzhov because it just drains all of the removal, especially double Wedding Announcement. So when we cast Teferi, our board will be so great to protect it. Never mind, scrap that. The one card I have in the deck to answer to 1-for-1. Oh boy. And here's Celestus. Honestly, I absolutely despise our opponent having Celestus. And I just cannot stand for it. I will main phase it. The advantage this card gives is insane. So you just don't want to see it. Especially that even if I play something, he can just use his turn to do nothing, as you can see. And he's getting good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. It really feels that Teferi will die instantly to Edict, right? For 5 cards. I mean, we have to go through them. So it is what it is. At least we cycle the cards. So we still get 2-for-1. And hopefully he won't be able to kill all of them. Oh, right, man. No Edict at the end step is insanely huge. If he cannot answer Teferi, he lost the game instantly. Alright. Alright, he's going for a fight here. Drawing cards. So we will both draw a lot of cards, but we have more planeswalkers. Alright. So we can make a lot of tokens. What is the best play? Ashiok Nightmares seem really good here. I think we should keep drawing cards, man. That's how we do it.
Now that is an interesting.
That is meaningful. I think we go Ashiok. Even though we have Emperor, which is absolutely amazing, this way we can create a lot of pressure that he has to answer. Like, and it's not a good target for -2, it's just, you know, a lot of fodder, and they don't want to Sunfall this really. They might have to, but they don't want to. And we have even Emperor to protect against the token and, you know, go from there basically. Man, this will be a huge duel. We need to pressure the board enough so we can kill Vraska. Or we can go Teferi ultimate. Man, I'm not sure why he conceded. I think he had nothing to answer it? No, not sure, man, not sure. But I'll take the win. I think Teferi was too much for him to handle. Alright guys, going first with pretty good hand. I kinda like it, especially with Raffine Tower. Even though we cannot cut down, we fix the mana for the rest of the game. Goose is happy, I'm happy. Monoret is here. They're actually still here. So, man, I should... It feels that I really should read this card someday. Not today. Alright, so we really want to go into Celestus with kinda clear board, so we will try to kill the 2-drop. Let's see how it goes. Swift Spear, alright, not what we wanted to see. We wanted one big juicy target. I always try to click it fast. Alright, what are you? Enters the battlefield, and whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into graveyard. Do we go for the damage? I mean, we should probably. Let's go like this. This way we get rid of this instantly. He can pump something like a Swift Spear, but then we play Celestus into cutdown, which will be the game-winning play possibly. And then we follow up with Teferi, so Celestus produces even more mana. That's the idea. This is a super strong card that nobody seems to be using. Huh. So he will spam spells right now. However, it might change his decision, so let's go for it. I hope that he cannot go over cutdown, especially that we'll try to answer with it. He seems to be playing a bit cautiously, not playing, you know, all the buff spells, because he probably has some, right? We don't have guaranteed land for the next turn, that's something to consider. But we have Celestus, so that also super helps. Alright, let's see the target. Wicked Roar? Wicked Roar. Good choice, my friend. Alright, alright. No blockers. So he has something, right? Alright, I already know that he has something, so we are not using the cut now. I hope he plays it on something, then we should be absolutely fine. Oh, let's just play with fire. I think this was super strong, right? Whenever you cast, put an oil counter. 4 new cards. And he might do it on the next turn. So I think we kinda have to do it. I hoped for a buff spell. What? 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 They just scooped. Alright, I'll take the win, but man, Mono-Red mentality is something else. Alright guys, so we'll talk about the deck. I think you get the idea. It's pretty powerful, it has a lot of threats, and it can fight both control and aggro matchups just because Planeswalker just answers both of the things. Either draws cards or creates some blockers and, you know, just stabilizes the board. With the Populate that really performed nicely together with Sunfall, we don't have farewells. That's one of the cool twists about the deck. With Marches we can answer the enchantments, so we can focus more on the board, and I think that's part of the big success of the deck. The Irencrag also can ramp you into the Populate one turn earlier, so a lot of cool scenarios are possible with the deck, and with all the Planeswalkers, even if you are playing against control deck, they don't have so many counter spells very often, and with Emperors and Wedding Announcements you can pressure them so hard that even if they have a counter spell, they need to Sunfall anyway, or something like this, so when they are tapped you make your Haymaker, like Eternal Wonder, Ashiok, Vraska or Teferi, or even Kaya if you are super brave. So I think that's the part of the deck that is performing. It just works against everything, and those Planeswalkers are absolutely amazing. Those aren't your average Planeswalkers. They have really game-winning abilities, each one of them. And yeah, because we play one of each one of them, you can stack so many at the same time. You just simply outscale most of the decks so hard it's not even funny. One of the cool things is that nobody is prepared to kill so many planeswalkers in one game. Usually they play what, 2-3 removals like this, like Stroke of Midnight, Fateful Absence, and when they kill the first one, probably the Emperor, because it's like she is easiest to cast and just get instant value, your next planeswalkers just go uncontested. Man, I cannot talk, as usually. So this way you get so much value. The deck is extremely enjoyable to play. I really had a blast with this one, combined with good results. It might be your good laddering deck so far. Like in my testing, it performed way better than I expected. Alright guys, and I think we'll keep it shorter because I'm editing and oh boy, I'm rambling so much. You can tell me in the comments if I'm rambling too much. So let's keep it simple. If you aren't subscribed, please consider. It really supports the channel and you show that you like Esper, so I'm more likely to make more Esper videos. And like and share it with your friends if you think it's worthwhile. And yeah, I mean, thank you for being here. That's basically it, because that's the most important part. Just hanging out together and playing some games. So I hope you enjoyed and see you tomorrow.
With